Ironmouse is currently in the news. If you don't know who Ironmouse is, they are a VTuber. When it comes to VTubers, I'm not really a fan, really. I'm not a fan, but like if you like it, you do you. If that's how they like streaming, power to them. But I don't particularly like VTubers. That's just a personal thing. Not not hating. Just that's just a personal thing, my opinion. I don't really like VTubers. But currently Iron Mouse is in the news for something that happened. Iron Mouse, along with other streamers, were at the Streamer Awards. She would walk around with the she would have someone walk around with her on an iPad, something like an iPad, where she would talk and interact with other people. So they chose to go up to her and ask her questions.
Where you at?
I'm at my house.
Oh, okay.
Ironmouse, you are a legend.
Yo!
Haha.
Thank you.
What's up?
What's up?
Wait, quick question. Never mind. I don't feel me.
Yeah,
Never mind.
no questions out of you today.
Yeah.
No questions out of you.
Yeah.
Ask me anything you want.
Okay, bet.
Okay, I got a question.
How you look in real life?
Whoa. That is
I don't look
everything?
in real life.
Yeah.
Oh, ugly. That's why I'm a VTuber, duh.
Ah, you're right.
Nice little funny funny response. It's funny. It's funny. I'm ugly, though. Why do you think I'm B-tubing, bro? Like, that's hilarious in my opinion. I find that funny.
I got a question. Are you black or white?
I'm Latino. I'm Puerto Rican.
Whoa!
Caloque.
It's
Another weird question to ask, but they answered it very well. Puerto Rican, Latino, that's fine. That's fine. Nothing, no issue here. Like, so far fine.
Is Peanut technically a VTuber or not?
Am I technically a
No,
VTuber?
Peanut.
Oh, man, he's a fucking VTuber. What the fuck?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Throughout the whole interaction, I'm like, you know what? They're a bit loud, a bit annoying, but the questions weren't that bad. They were just there. She could have chosen not to answer any of these if she really wouldn't want to. But she did have a response a little while after, and it left a very sour taste in many people's mouths.
You have no idea what I went through in that moment. So let me explain to you. I was very much aware that I was on camera. I was very much aware that they were streaming, and I get rushed by Rakai and Ray. I will tell you 100%, I was very uncomfortable to the point where I was shaking because I already knew that I was going to get asked something terrible. I knew that they were going to say something rude to me.
I'm sorry. Like, you might have very, very bad anxiety, which is why you're a VTuber. I'm not gonna question that really, or anything like that. And you shaking, but like saying like, "Oh, I'm not answering questions right now," or like, "Oh, I have to go somewhere." You could do these responses. The fuck is this on my shirt? If you're scared of these streamers because you know they're gonna be asked something terrible, you could just be like, "Oh, sorry guys, I gotta go. I'm not gonna answer questions." You have that power, especially because you're not actually looking at these people's faces. Like, you are behind a screen, so you have more confidence this way. So if you straight up were terrified by the questions that they were gonna ask, don't say you're free to ask any question you want. Like, you can just be like, "Oh, sorry guys, I'm trying to go somewhere real quick. Sorry. Nice talking to you guys though." That type of shit. I understand you shaking, just that you didn't have to talk to these people. You weren't obligated to, but you're a nice person, so I'm not gonna get that mad about that.
I've been in this game for multiple years, and I've been doing this for a long time. When a person asks me a stupid question, I give them a stupid answer. They asked me what I look like, so I gave them the dumbest answer that I could give them. I was incredibly uncomfortable. I wanted to get out of there. I did not want to talk to them because I knew they were going to ask me very invasive questions, answering in a stupid fashion to get them to leave me alone. They asked me what I look like, so I said, "Of course, I'm ugly. That's why I'm a VTuber." And people thought that I was joking around and I was having a great time. I am faced with a lot of uncomfortable moments. I get disrespected a lot. I'm so used to people making fun of me that I just don't care anymore. I don't care if people are mean to me. I don't care if people make fun of me.
If you don't care, why fucking respond then? I've hated people. I've hated people for saying I don't care about the situation at all. I don't care. I have thicker skin now. I've been in the game for years. Then why the fuck are you talking about it if you don't give a fuck? If you truly didn't give a fuck, you wouldn't bring it up in front of your whole fucking fan base. I'm sorry. That's something that's always pissed me off. And like the joke of like, oh, of course I'm ugly. It could be misinterpreted as like a funny haha moment. Like it is a funny joke, but coming out and saying I was uncomfortable, but I have thick skin, so I don't care. Why bring it up then? It was literally a non-issue. I'm being honest. Everyone's gonna attack you now. Like, doesn't matter how disrespectful Kai was and his friends were. People are gonna come after you because they see a person behind the screen floating around on an iPad with a voice that sounds like a child. They're gonna make fun of you now. They are going to come after you now because they're gonna be like shaking. The fuck you mean shaking? You're behind a camera. You're behind a screen. You could easily have left the situation whenever you wanted. You coming out and saying that this made you uncomfortable, sure, I understand it made you uncomfortable. You should know as a YouTuber, no one's gonna give a fuck about what you what you feel because you're behind the screen. Like, I'm not trying to invalidate you and your feelings. I'm not trying to invalidate any of that. The thing is though, no one's gonna be on your side except for your own fans. When it comes to this situation, it was honestly a non-issue to most people, including your own fans, until you made it an issue. Like, and this is something you shouldn't have even, in my opinion, brought up. They ask you, how do you look like? You probably are asked that daily. So having the response, I'm a VTuber, I'm ugly as shit, duh. That's funny. It's a funny joke. And then when they ask you, are you black or white? You could just be like, you could just say, I rather not answer these questions. Like, you could easily get out of this situation, but instead, you put yourself in the situation by saying, you could freely ask me whatever you want. And when they ask you a question you don't like, you could just be like, sorry guys, I can't. I rather not answer these questions and leave. Like, you could easily have gone out of the situation because you said you were shaking when you saw them. You could just be like, oh, sorry guys, I gotta go real quick. You could easily have done that, or like just said, oh, sorry, I'm not answering any questions right now. You could just say that. This was easily avoidable. I'm sorry. I understand how that you felt that certain way, but this could have been avoided. I'm sorry. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. See you guys next time. Peace.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed you wouldn't believe, and I get more ass than a toilet seat. 3 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I met a bad bitch last night in the D. Let me tell you how I made her leave with me.
The fuck is this on my shirt?